Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode in the Let's Play Airlinesim on REM server Central European Airways. Man, it's tougher than nails in here, I have to admit. No wonder that there are so few airlines. I've been playing with Central European Airways for a number of days now, tweaking, changing, playing, and I think I'm ready to give you guys an update. I'm going to start by showing you the accounting. We are currently sitting at minus 82.9 thousand loss. It might seem bad, but on the other hand, it is not, because we already paid all of this, and now we're left with only some 380,000, no wait, that's 400,000 more. I estimated that we will end up in around minus 350,000, maybe, in loss, which is worse. You know, it's not a profit, but it is not as bad as I envisioned it to be. Next week is going to be rough because we'll have to make it work in just a few days. You know, we're running out of cash reserve pretty quickly. So I'd like to make sure that we don't even face the bankruptcy. Now, due to that, I have been changing, canceling, tweaking all this week, as I mentioned, and I managed quite a lot. I actually increased the seat load factor from 76.84%, not thousand, to 81.82%, and it keeps increasing every day. So I'm looking forward to see how the numbers will be next week, because I think realistically we are now sitting at somewhere between 83 to 84%, and it keeps increasing again. I also managed to increase the cargo load factor by 9%. But cargo is strictly secondary for us right now. The revenue per flight is also increasing. Of course, the revenue from passengers, seats offered and everything is coming up. Revenue per passenger as well. But these are not, very good numbers to consider now, because last week we just started. So these numbers are always a bit skewed. So the most important one for us is the seat load factor, because that's what we're playing against here, pretty much. Now, in the next week, I'd like to break even, and I'd like to achieve at least a 1% margin. I think it is possible. I'm going to show you where and how we are flying right now, and we're going to discuss it in some detail. So we're flying to Amsterdam. As you can see, the flights are fully booked on both legs. I think, though, that we might not be earning... Yeah, we're running at a small loss. I don't think there is anything I can do with that, though, because we need to be on top of the ladder, which we are right now, but the next... Well, actually, no, we're running at 100, they're running at 90. So a small increase might be possible, even if it's just like this. So let's go with it. 195 and 98. Okay, so let's see if that works. It's gonna definitely help with the numbers. We're still gonna be running at a loss because we're gonna get 3 times 96 plus 5 times 12. But every little bit counts right now. So Amsterdam is a good route anyway. It's gonna stay here. You see that we're making a lot happen here. Belgrade, not a bad route, not a great one though. I upgraded I upgraded the route to A320. You can see that on the outbound we still had some capacity left, but on the return it was completely full, and we're getting we'll probably be completely full even on this leg. So I'm hoping that it's going to earn us a bit more. We've been getting a decent profit from the Belgrade flight. Yeah, 2.5 thousand. So that's really good. And I don't think we were losing that many money on the outbound flight. Yeah, it's good. So Belgrade is one of the good choices for us. Berlin, as you know it, the Tagol, is pretty good, but we're not getting any cargo. That has been bothering me for a while now, so I dropped the prices to 50, and we started getting tiny bits of cargo here and there, but it's nothing spectacular. So I'm thinking I might drop it even a bit more, though I don't know if there is any more, reason to do so, because if we don't get it with this is probably like 70% price, then it's not gonna happen. However, the amounts of passengers we were getting on the flights motivated me to start flying to Berlin-Schönefeld with an ATR, and we're getting pretty decent numbers there as well. As ATRs are way more efficient, we're earning quite a good buck on this flight. So that makes me happy. And on the return, I think we're not actually losing money. Oh, we're losing a bit, but it's not a biggie. So that's good. So we're flying to 2 airports in Berlin, to Tegel and to Schönefeld right now. Now, Bratislava, from Prague, of course. We severely dropped the offered amount of seats. You guys remember that? We were flying 4 times per day with an ATR 72. Now we're flying with ATR 42. And you can see that it looks way better. All of these flights, I think, are earning us money. Yep, they are. Not much, but 12% margin is not bad. And these flights, that's a 75%. Worst of them is not losing us that much. So I'm okay with it. Bratislava is going to stay. Brno, we downgraded to 1 dayless flight, and you can see it's running full. I'm happy to say that it is. So yeah, it's earning us a decent buck. 31% margin is great. So Brno, we have figured out. Brussels is a new destination we will start flying to. I think I switched from Warsaw to Brussels. I have no information about it yet. I did this change yesterday. But when we look at the online reservation system, you will see that we are the best one on the route. And I might even go ahead and increase the prices slightly, because we have a 91% rating and the second guy has 78%. So I'm hoping this will work. Because we need to make this route work. Budapest, you guys know, is working. Dropped the prices of cargo significantly. It didn't work that much. But on the return, we captured the eye of some people. So that's good. Let's check out the numbers on the on the Budapest flight. Yeah, that's a decent profit. 1,000 is a decent profit. So I'm fine with that. Almost all of the flights are full, so that's good. Cologne is great. Another full flight. I don't think we're losing money on it, but I don't think we're making quite... Yeah, we're 9% margin. That's not so bad. Then you have Copenhagen, which is another new flight that I just started recently. Instead of Helsinki, that actually didn't work out. I was the best rated on the route, but there just isn't that much demand. And as we have a very small network, we just, weren't able to provide that many connections. So Helsinki were dropped recently, and we're trying Copenhagen. Copenhagen is a better route, and there was way more people flying on it. So I'm hoping that we might snatch our fair share. When you look at it, yeah, we have the best rating. So we should be okay. There's also room for increase in the price. We'll see how we'll do. Dresden is good. You can see that we're getting, I'd say, pretty decent numbers. It's not all that bad. It leaves some, to be desired, but I'm willing to take on this loss just because we need this kind of connection for us. So it's not all that bad, It's just an ATR 42 flight. So what's next? Düsseldorf, a great route that I'm planning, but I don't have a capacity to fly. So it's prepared to be shuttled, but as Düsseldorf is closed overnight, I just don't have the ability to fly there now. Frankfurt is great. You guys know that already. All of the flights are full. I'm happy about that. Gdansk proved to be a great destination. I'm happy to say that. And I think we're earning a pretty decent amount of money on it too. Actually, what the hell? We're not? I'm confused. I thought we were making profit. We're flying at a very good price. Wow, we're not. What would you say? I'm so surprised. Let me check. Prague to Gdansk. You have 81% rating, which is the best one. Yeah, we actually have the same one as the CR7. That's interesting. Yet we're still not making money. Well, okay. But I'm gonna keep it. It's full. It's a good amount of people coming. So, after Gdansk comes Hamburg. Hamburg is a good destination for us. Flying with ATR 72, they're all fully booked. So, good. Hanover, another destination that I'm planning. At this point, we're not getting any capacity to utilize on it. Helsinki I already shown. Innsbruck, not a bad one, not a good one. It just works at least a bit, so I'm gonna keep it. Kaliningrad is a big letdown. I was hoping that it would be way better. It's not, so Kaliningrad is probably gonna be dropped very soon. Should write it down. Cancel Kaliningrad. But again, I think this is because we don't have enough connections to actually utilize on it. So that's that. Karlovy Vary working. I showed that last time. It seems like it's not, but it actually is. Due to the fact that it's so short and we're flying at such a nice price. Košice, we lowered the capacity to ATR 42 and it's working fine. So I'm going to keep it. Krakow, great place. We upgraded the capacity to an ATR 72 and I think it's earning us a decent buck because the price is very good. Yeah, this is actually one of the most profitable routes we're flying to right now. Kiev has been dropped. You guys know about that. Ljubljana, a very good flight, though it's not doing such a good job when it was upgraded to an ATR 72, at least on the outbound. On the return flight, it's really decent. Then we got London Heathrow. You guys know that I've been kind of shocked that London Heathrow is running at a loss, even though the numbers look pretty good. Not much else to say about it. Lviv is another big letdown. I think I'm going to cancel it very soon. So cancel Kaliningrad, cancel Lviv. Milan Malpensa is a new destination for us that I decided to fly to, and it seems to be working fairly well. I don't think we're making money out of it though, because it's not all that good. You know, we're running at a fairly low price there. Still, it works, so I'm gonna keep it. Minsk, we're no longer flying to. You guys know that. We're no longer flying to Moscow either. So Moscow, Sheremetyevo and Moscow Vnukovo both are not airport for us right now. Munich, working great. You guys know about that. I'm happy. Not much else to say about it. I think we're running at a good profit here too. Well, not a great one. Could we increase the price? Let me check Prague, Munich. What are we rated? We got 96, 79. Actually, I think we could. Let's go for 85 and 150 to make this one a bit more profitable. 85 and 150. Okay, then we get Ostrava. I am not very happy with the numbers you are seeing here, but there's not much else I can do with it. We're flying at a decent price though, so I might probably downgrade this one to ATR 42. Downgrade to ATR 42. Okay, then we got Paris. We're no longer flying to Paris. You guys know that didn't work out. Salzburg is actually a pretty good destination for getting a ton of connections. So I might actually go with upgrade Salzburg to ATR 72. It would be probably a good idea to switch Salzburg with Ostrava. You know, to have Ostrava being flown by the ATR 42 and Salzburg with ATR 72. Okay, wait, it's Prague. Then we're gonna go. Stockholm is a new destination for me. It's actually working kind of well. It could be better, but I'm determined to keep it because the loss is not so big. I think we're running at some minus 1,500. That's not all that bad, so I'm gonna keep it. And it gives me a lot of connecting people too. Strasbourg, we canceled. Stuttgart is a good destination. Full airplanes, both legs, so that's happy. Happy route. Vienna, a good connection. Not much to say there. And Warsaw. Well, we're still flying to Warsaw, but only because we don't have any better choice. And it's actually kind of horrifying. So I'm thinking, did I find a better choice or did I not find a better choice? I think I did. Yeah, we're no longer flying there. But what did I switch it to? That's interesting. I don't remember. We're no longer flying to Warsaw anymore, but I don't know what I switched it to. Also, I started a new extra project that I'm hoping will earn us a bit of buck. As we're flying inside the European Union, we can have the extra territorial flights within European Union. So I got two currently. I got a flight between Bratislava and Košice here, and I got a flight between Salzburg and Innsbruck. Oh, actually, I got three: Salzburg, Innsbruck. I got Bratislava, Košice, and I got Zagreb, and the other one is Ljubljana. They're actually not working all that well. Unfortunately, but that has to be, that's just like how it is. You can't always strike gold. I'm gonna show you what they are like right now through the flight numbers, not from Prague. So Bratislava and Košice, this is the best route. It actually earns us a ton of money. They're completely full. And they're making a decent amount of money because I have very high prices there, and they are all running at maximum capacity. So that's good. That works well. Ljubljana to Zagreb and Zagreb to Ljubljana is actually not working. I was surprised by that, and I canceled all of the flights. I was expecting it to be a big hit, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna try to think of a different place to fly from Ljubljana or somewhere else. I'll see. And Salzburg to Innsbruck again was not a success. And I forgot to cancel them, as I see. Okay, so let's do that now. Those are like inner flights, when you don't have, when you have extra time. I just scheduled these and tried to find a way how to make these work. So these, unfortunately, don't work. So let's cancel them. And it sucks. I was hoping it would be a good amount of money, but it's not. So I might instead try to find a good destination for Dresden and fly from Dresden to somewhere. There should probably be a lot of airports that are not served directly from Dresden. So let's see, Dresden flight schedule. Where is it? Germany. Okay, so we get flights to Frankfurt and Munich, and we get flights to Hahn, Düsseldorf, Cologne, and Frankfurt. What are the flights from Dresden to Cologne? Okay, they're not very highly rated, so I might focus on that. So investigate 986 flight from Dresden. So you guys see that my work is actually cut out and open for me here. It's great on the other hand because I feel like running an actual airline because I have to be very efficient here. I don't have that many choices. I have to be really conscious, and the amounts of passengers that are actually circulating between the cities seems way more realistic than on other servers. So I would definitely like to keep this airline alive and continue playing it. So yeah, during the next week you will probably see how well my intentions and plans are working out, because if we don't make it work till the next week, there is probably nothing that can save the airline. So we'll see. So till next week, you guys, take care.